Sponsored by Battle Tribe. For awesome stickers, patches, t-shirts, art, and more, check out our Etsy store, Battle Tribe.
Hey everybody, it's Matt Rendar. Just wanted to do a quick blog video about some Mordheim houses I've been working on. So in 2023, we get so spoiled with so much cool plastic terrain sets from different companies, like Games Workshop and various others and stuff. And especially with the MDF is amazing, like Black Site Studios. So I remember a time back in the day, the 90s and 80s and stuff, you had to actually scratch build all your terrain. And I wanted to get into some Mordheim, Frostgrave, so I wanted to do some old school friggin' fantasy destroyed buildings. So here they are. So I started working on them. It's pretty cool because just doing it by eyeball, a little bit of measuring and stuff, but you could see they're off a little bit, but that gives it like a really nice fantasy feel. You could see the worn out, destroyed, kind of that Mordheim look. But just having a blast with these, and just wanted to show them real quick because there's so many cool Instagram terrain pictures, videos, and YouTube channels, and there's a ton of YouTube videos for doing Mordheim Frostgrave terrain. So I still got to go in there and I got to finish. I got to do more planking, and then I'm going to give some texture paint between the different things. And you can see here's another building. This one right here, I got to do the shingles still, but kind of just roughed them out and away I went. Tried to give a lot of different little platforms for miniatures, the characters to hide and stuff. But so a little trip down memory lane and just having a good time with these. Very, very therapeutic building this stuff. Can't wait to get them all finished and everything. In here, I'm going to add a texture. Really do it up, a lot of sand, and I'm going to fill these up with debris and stuff. So looking forward to painting them. Back at it. Little cork. So I'm just doing this one part with cork because the other part took a million years. So I'm going to be going to this just tracing with a pencil to make the texture. So I did order a rolling pin, but it's not coming for a while and I have no patience. I can't wait. So the rolling pin will definitely have use for me, but I'll probably be done texturing this board by then. So this part I have one part that's gonna have a lift in the middle of it, so I made little stairs, and I'm gonna do cork on here, texture on here, and then real quick. So I got the cork, some stairs. I want to put skeletons and death in there, and this is gonna be filled with resin, but I gotta do all that. So this is the way I'm doing the texture. It's gonna take a lot less time, and it still looks good, but I still gotta brick up the sides in here. But pretty cool. So just another tile in my Mordheim City of the Damned project. Let's get a little variation. So this is it takes a long time, so I broke down. I'm going to do some scatter and stuff in here, but this is the most of it I'm going to do with just the pencil lines, and some areas will be built up. And also too, you can see my buildings I'm doing about this size, so give it a little bit of a curb, a little variation, so change it up. So it's going to look cool when it's all done. Another step in the boards. All right, another part. So I'm making this channel, and I want to make it really, really jacked up. I'm gonna fill it up with resin, and I'll have it where I can put bridges and things across. So Game of Thrones had a thing in the Kickstarter I didn't get. I was able to pick it up on eBay, corpse piles. So I actually casted it, and So I got piles of dead horses and soldiers and civilians and stuff. So I actually made a bunch of them for my battlefield so I don't play fantasy games, but I was like, I still have the mold, so I was like, let me fill this friggin' thing up with dead people. So I'm gonna have bodies and skulls. I 3D printed let's see if you can see it, a bunch of skulls. But I'm gonna have skulls. I'm gonna actually put like wood putty filler and have it sand and everything, but I'm gonna have bodies all painted under here. So when I have the resin poured, it's gonna be all these different bodies and corpse in there. I think it'll be really cool. If you look through the murky water, you'll be able to see all the dead that's been pushed into this horrible little river, little stream, channel, I mean. So all the sewer leaking out and everything. So I think that'd be kind of cool. So that's another little detail. And also, I started cutting these out, cutting certain bricks out. You can see this one, I put some skeletons and stuff in there. So just another cool part on this Mordheim table build. So can't wait to start painting it up. All right, more work on my my channel of death. So you can see I put more corpses and dead bodies and stuff. So getting ready to sand it. It's gonna look cool. I'm really digging it. So I'm gonna put more skulls in there, obviously. So it'll be cool. I'm hoping to get the resin to be like maybe an inch up, half an inch up. I think it'll look really badass. So pretty excited. Put a little ladder there. Cool. Some skulls. All right, stay tuned. Get the wood filler in there now. Just looking pretty gnarly. It's gonna be wild when it's filled up with resin. Pretty cool. All right, you can see I added more of the corpses. I started getting some black paint in there, sanding it, getting that base texture. I added skulls and some resin casted skulls, and added some details, some brickwork. Just getting a lot of wood putty in there to strengthen it and also to act as a barrier from the spray paint and the resin that I'm gonna do. So now you can see it all painted black. So I primed it with a spray inside the trench, and then I hand painted it black house paint around the edges. So getting ready, letting it dry, and then so you can see I'm starting to dry brush it. I'm gonna work in dark grays, light grays, get that texture going. Now you can see it's starting to come together with the buildings on it and some of the Hagglethorn 3D printed walls that I printed up. So I started laying some base colors in on the corpse pile and the skulls, doing some weathering and stuff. So slowly but surely it's all coming along, but I'm pretty excited how it's going to come out. It's going to look cool with the buildings on it. I have a lot of older buildings too that I could stick in there, and a lot of scattered debris, rubble. So looking cool. Added some weathering pigments, gave some gore. Got like dead bodies, decapitated. It's pretty gross. Had a Dungeons and Lasers plastic bridge from a Kickstarter I put together for that bridge. Worked perfectly. Just dug that up. Added some walls. Got some MDF buildings. Got some scattered terrain. Looking good. Getting excited. A little scared about pouring the resin, but we will see. All right, moment of truth. We're gonna pour some resin. I made some barriers with acrylic. Hot glued them, glued it, everything. So hopefully this works. Who dares wins. Let's see what happens. Moment of truth. Here with the mutts. I am terrified pouring this resin on all this stuff. So hopefully this all holds and everything. Boo. All right, so one last look before it gets covered in resin. Hopefully this shit doesn't leak.
I used Elmer's glue, hot glue, acrylic tape. I buried it up, so hopefully it works. So stay tuned. Making the swamp water. $60 in resin. Hopefully this works. Fucking nervous. Oh, there's bubbles in it and shit. I don't know if I mixed it wrong or whatever. It looks alright though. It is what it is. I'm just gotta let it sit now. I don't know if it had a reaction to stuff in there.
Well, I think it's like 16 hours later. It came out pretty good. A lot of the bubbles disappeared. There's a couple little, but it's fine. I'm not worried about it. So let's see. Yeah, it's pretty freaking solid. That's sick. You can see all the gore and all the bodies were just dumped in there. Pretty wild. All right, so now I'm gonna break the gates off the little dams. Oh yeah, by the way, I got this acrylic at Michael's. It was in the cricket section, so it was like $6 for a sheet. They were sold out of like everything, so I ended up getting a sticker one. But so now I'm gonna break all this off. So very cool. So really happy how it finally came out. Pretty cool. Did some skyline. I got one poster with my kids on it, me and my wife and stuff. Pretty funny. But really happy how it came out. I actually have, when I played my first game, I put a lot more terrain on it. But really happy how the buildings came out and everything. And I'm just gonna keep making buildings. I want to do some really crazy looking apartment buildings with different bridges and walls and stuff. So really happy. And really happy how the resin came out. All the bubbles pretty much dissipated. There was a couple, but it's fine. The tint, doing the tint was scary because I was afraid if it was going to be too murky that you wouldn't see any of the work or the paint or the models inside the resin. But it looks pretty freaking gnarly. All those bodies and corpses thrown into the river, into the lock. And you got the little stairs leading down to it, and you got the dock there with the ladder. Really happy. The bridge is removed. So I have other bridges of different sizes I can put to extend across. But pretty awesome. And that piece rotates, so. The final part, completion of my Mordheim table. Just wanted to give a quick look. Actually got a couple of friends coming over for a game. Let me crack open, get some Mordheim going on. So I'm gonna do more buildings and stuff, but this is what I have Now, you can see I have some of those beautiful Thorn Hollow houses there. And then I got some of my scratch built. So my goal is to make some more scratch built, like really big buildings with lots of different planks and different multi-story. I'm gonna do some like apartment building things, but just some cool ideas. But real happy how it came out. My little lock, River of the Dead, came out exactly how I wanted it. I was really freaking happy. You can see all the bodies in there and stuff. Really cool. You know, I got some bubbles in there, but not too bad. It still looks a little murky. So I added just enough tint using contrast. I used like green contrast, Catachan green, I think, and snake bite leather. So I wanted it to be murky, but I didn't want to not be able to see all the bodies laying in there. Cool bridge from Dragons and Lasers, I believe, the Kickstarter. So I had that on a sprue forever, and I was like, oh shit, that works perfectly. And more Thorn Hollow stuff. And I got a 40K building in here. Nothing, just a generic blown up building. I got some cool stuff. I got some, you know, different sky terrain, some from Warlord Games from their Rorschach set, Thorn Hollow 3D printed walls. But really cool. So I get some more foam car. I'm gonna make some more scratch built buildings and stuff. Add some more details. So I love these buildings. These are friggin' so cool. But yeah, man, really excited how it all came out. Got my little dock there. I made the dock a little low. That's why I could have filled it up more resin, but I didn't want to overflow the dock. But it's really cool. You know, get a little, just another place for these guys to go. So, and I can use this for everything. I'm gonna use it for some silver bayonet. I'm gonna use it for, and I'm gonna use it for Frostgrave and some other games. I could use it for a freaking kill team. I could do some Inquisitor 28. So really cool. Got my kids on the wanted posters. Pretty cool, man. Got some bolt action destroy buildings. So real happy, complete. I think the whole table cost me like $200, maybe a little more. You know, minus the pre-built stuff. But all the materials I bought, this little cork. Some more Thorn Hollow gargoyles. These are cool. That was in a Kickstarter. So pretty badass. I'm excited. I'm gonna do some battle reports today for the channel. But really cool. This resin, expensive as shit. I got it at Michael's. I got like 32 ounces, like gallons worth of it. It was like $50-$60. So, but I'm happy it came out. The dam I did was really good. I used acrylic and then I hot glue gunned it. So, pretty badass. So, in conclusion, just really happy how it all came out. Had an idea. I just been watching so much cool stuff on YouTube and Instagram about Mordheim. It's such a cool game. I have the rule book. I got it in 1999 when it came out. Me and my buddy Larry, we split the box. I had the Skaven, he had the humans, and we used to play it on our coffee table. And I played a bunch of great campaigns at some good stores like Cathedral Games out in New York and the War Store and everything. And like now I have my own Mordheim table. I'm really excited. And I can't wait to build more buildings and more terrain. So stay tuned, like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this little step-by-step video. And that's it. Have a great day and happy gaming.